Hello, goaltenders and goaltender parents. My name is Brent Zelenowicz. I'm the owner of Taylor Goaltending, as well as a consultant for the Goalie's Edge. That we're obviously providing great feedback and sound advice. Today, I just wanted to take a few minutes just to explain a little bit about anxiety, some goalie, they call it jitters, and they talk a little bit about the anxieties, performance anxieties, just some of the feelings that a lot of goalies go into tryouts this time of year. So more or less, it's the mentality surrounding tryouts, maybe some tips that I can provide, and so forth. I'm going to go in and just discuss a little bit about what I do. I'm the owner of Taylor Goaltending. Previously, I was employed for True North Entertainment as the director of goaltending development, affiliating with the Winnipeg Jets, as well as Brandon Weeking's goalie coach, and 4 years as an assistant with University of Manitoba Men's Hockey Bisons program. Learned a lot about a lot of different things at all areas. I currently coach a lot of young kids, a lot of young students, and also a lot of pros, college goalies. So certainly want to provide some direction this time of year when it comes to tryouts. One thing about going into tryouts is there's a lot of nerves, lots of worry. There's certainly a lot of distresses. Some kids don't sleep, some students don't sleep, some go into tryouts, tense, freeze, too nervous to play, maybe don't get out there and play their same game that they've been practicing all summer long in their training environment. So just want to discuss one thing for sure is embrace the worry, embrace the anxieties. Make sure you take some time, 5-10 minutes, just to feel that negative tension. You have to deal with it. If you try and avoid it, it creates, basically, it's a bigger charge, which impacts negatively going forward. So remember, goalies, you are not the only ones going through this. It's pretty much everyone going into camp is probably feeling this. You have to take that time to acknowledge it. Now, there's different ways of acknowledgement. My biggest thing is meditation. A lot of young students don't know how to breathe properly. And if you look at anything out there, martial arts, any type, I've recently, probably the last couple of years, got into boxing. It is huge. Breathing is a big part of the game, and I think a lot of coaches forget and don't provide any sound or any education on that part. So one thing about breathing is take some time to breathe through your belly, through your stomach, 5-10 minutes. Embrace that worry, that negative charge that you're feeling. You can go through, there's podcasts out there. There's something by Mary and Richard Maddox that, it's called Belly Breathing for Anxiety. There's all kinds of different information. I can certainly help you if you want to, reach out to me. It's a big deal. You have to deal with that negative emotion, that negative charge. And like I say, if you don't and you go into tryouts, it will just lead to worse things for you. So I want to take the time to explain that. Listen to anything, some kind of guided mindfulness. It's a form of meditation. That certainly is going to help you deal with some of those emotions. Other things, visualization. All goalies will tell you have to visualize yourself in that environment. If you can figure out the rink that you're trying out in, picture yourself making saves in that rink, making, talking to your players, being in charge, taking control of that back end. A lot of goalies, there might be a ton out there. There might be, 15, I've seen up to 20 goalies on the ice at once in some of these tryouts. Very, very difficult. You have to stand out. So in order to stand out, there's things you can do. For example, don't tuck your jersey in. Make sure your number is always there. I've had a few tryouts where I've talked to some evaluators and they got mixed up on goalies because obviously the numbers were tucked in and maybe they mistaken a 0-1 for a 0-0. So you got to be very cautious of that. The other thing is don't show negative body emotion. So you let in a goal. Don't shrug your shoulders. Don't get really pissed off at yourself. Take that energy, turn it around, create something a little more positive, and obviously deal with your future. They call it the 3 R's. It's you reset, reintroduce, and then refocus. And by doing those things, what's going to happen is you're just going to get into a more of a positive mindset. You're going to get into a situation, next situation that comes in, you make the big save, now you're back to where you were. So do not get frustrated. When you're not doing a drill, goalies, do not put your arms on the crossbar. Don't look like you're disengaged and you're not interested. It's body content means a lot. Other things, just make sure you're working as hard as you can. If you're in a position where, you got lots of downtime, throw in a couple movement drills. Not a big deal. That works. Shows that you're engaged. What it does is from an evaluating standpoint, my eyes will be directed towards that goalie that's working really hard, maybe doing a drill or two that the other goalies aren't doing while they're standing around. So that will, obviously create some attention to you. At the end of the day, no matter how much training you do, you have to perform. Anybody that's, parents spend a lot of money over the course of spring and summer for development, that's gone. Now it's up to the goalie to perform. You have to perform at tryouts. Having said that, tryouts are about showcasing. It's about always, putting your best foot forward. You're showing off. So take the time, show off, show everything you've got. Don't be nervous about the other guy. It's about you. It's an individual assessment. You do what you can do, and most important, have fun doing it. My name is Brent Zelenovich, Taylor Goaltending, Goalie's Edge. Thank you very much. Looking forward to your support, as well as keeping in touch. If you need anything from me, please don't hesitate to reach out to taylorgoaltending@gmail.com, or you can reach me on my cell, 204-792-2556.